You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, if you remember, USA Fencing allowed a male to identify as a female and participate in women's fencing. And this male, he was stunned when the woman he was actually going to fence against said no. She knelt down and refused to fence him. And by doing that, she was actually disqualified by USA Fencing. And also they punished her. They punished her with probation for a full year. Now, she can actually still participate in events, but she said, nah, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go out there and become an activist to stop the trans invasion in female sports. But folks, there seems to be something that was actually more sinister going on when it came to USA Fencing. USA Fencing was really discriminating against red states. Why? Well, red states are definitely more conservative. And when it comes to this trans stuff, red states really don't roll like that for the most part. Yeah, so they were prioritizing woke states and woke cities. Yeah. Well, guess what, man? The trans community is going to be furious, folks, because USA Fencing now has reversed that policy. Now, will they actually get rid of transgenders in women's sports? Don't know that for sure, but something's telling me that should actually change too, and it probably will. Because now, folks, USA Fencing is going to red states. Yeah, the woke activists are going to be furious. These woke activists really don't even care about fencing. Let's just be real. They're just activists, nothing more. They're crazy far left lunatics. And by the way, the national anthem is going to be played. I really didn't know that they didn't want to play the national anthem, but is that really surprising? But anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Right over here, guys, Fox News. USA Fencing changes policies that prioritize LGBTQ friendly states. Prevented playing of national anthem. Yeah. And this all stems from when Stephanie Turner decided, you know what, I'm going to take a stance and not participate in this against a male. I mean, she could have got severely injured, folks, because it's not fair. And that male that she was actually going up against was towering over her. Really despicable. But look here. It says USA Fencing's board of directors voted to amend its current policy that prioritizes states with LGBTQ friendly laws for host sites for competitions and a policy that may have prevented the playing of the national anthem at some events. Yeah, so probably some of the far left states, they didn't play the national anthem. The decision comes after months of criticism for punishing a woman fencer who refused to fence a trans opponent, which included scrutiny from federal lawmakers at a congressional hearing in early May. The changes were voted into effect at a board of directors meeting on Saturday. The official announcement states that USA Fencing adopted a streamlined policy that applies criteria prioritizing cost, safety, and convenience to every national event, be it across all 50 states. The new policy ensures host cities meet stringent member safety and cost efficiency standards. Meanwhile, the board's new national anthem policy will go into effect at the 2025 Summer Nationals and will be reviewed annually by the tournament committee. Quote, on recommendation of the tournament committee, the board adopted a uniform national anthem policy governing all USA Fencing national events. The announcement said, adding that the new policy will provide consistent, respectful minimum guidance for honoring the flag and anthem across 9 annual tournaments. Back in December, the board held a vote to play the national anthem at the start of tournaments before, quote, all NACs and national championships but was voted against 8-2 with one absentee. Yeah, so they shot down playing the national anthem, folks. And they called themselves USA Fencing. You would actually think, they want to be patriotic, but no. Oh no, they couldn't do that. But now they flipped that too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the woke activists are going to be furious. USA Fencing has provided a statement to Fox News Digital addressing the new anthem policy. Quote, the anthem has always been played at the start of every national tournament. The board simply wrote that long-standing practice in the policy and added that it will also be played on any U.S. holiday that occurs during an event, such as Independence Day, which falls during our upcoming Summer Nationals. Okay, didn't know that. The previous host site policy, which was announced in November 2022, when this country was going super woke, gave preference when selecting host cities for national tournaments to states without laws that, quote, harm members of the LGBTQ communities and states that do not, quote, have laws undermining the reproductive health of women. My God. So it's funny, man. They only want to go to states where women can kill their unborn babies. And I'm curious, folks, what states actually have laws that harm members of the LGBTQ community? I'm curious about that. These people, man, they just want special rights. That policy went into effect in the 2023 season, the same year it changed its gender policy. It later released a list of states that it intended to avoid where possible, and the states that it flat out would not allow hosting major events. Yeah. Now, look here. The states that they had on the do not allow list, all red states: Florida, Indiana, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, Montana, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, and Texas. Yeah. Deep red states. Yeah. And then the states on to avoid where possible, guess what? All of them red states, folks. Alaska, Arizona. Arizona's kind of red. Okay. Georgia, Idaho, Kansas, Kentucky, Nebraska, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Utah, West Virginia, Wyoming, Alabama, Arkansas, Idaho, Indiana, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, North Dakota, Oklahoma, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, and West Virginia. Yeah. All states that Trump won. Yeah. Yeah. The organization now claims it will have events in several of these states over the next year. Quote, we merged several overlapping documents into one policy that scores every bid, regardless of state, on cost, safety, and travel convenience. Using this rubric, next season's national events will span 9 states, including Texas, Missouri, Florida, Utah, Ohio, Virginia, Oregon, Tennessee, and Nevada. Yeah. Now, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. What happened to Stephanie Turner cannot happen again. Okay? If you want to come to Texas, man, hey, come to Texas. But don't come over here and actually, violate the law here. Males and female sports, no, you can't do that, man. You shouldn't be doing that anyway. But this is just how woke, man, USA Fencing was. But now they seem to be amending their policies, folks, and the woke left is not going to like this. They're going to be super furious, man. The trans mafia, super furious with this. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.